Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Ella Style. If you're a new viewer or a new subscriber, you are welcome to my channel. Today guys, we're gonna create a very loud makeup. And guess what guys, I'll be showing you my products, the product I use on my face, how I'm achieving this look. Stay tuned with me as we go on the makeup section. I'll show you everything on how and the names of the product I use. Stay tuned with me guys. So guys, these are the things I'm using for today's makeup. I just selected few things I'm using for today's makeup. First of all, I'm starting with face wipe, and the face wipe I use is baby wipes. I like using baby wipes because it's alcohol free and it doesn't itch me or cause any hotness. After that, I use my primer. My primer is Zaron primer. It's a very nice product. I would recommend it for anybody because it sticks powder to my face and it makes everything perfect. Then after that, I do my lining, my eyeliner on my brow. I use gel liner, and the name of the product I use is Kiss Beauty. Sometimes I also use pencil for my eyebrow, but today I'm using Kiss Beauty gel liner. When I'm through with my liner, the next thing I'll do guys is concealer. I'll conceal my eyebrow to make it a perfect shape and make it pop up. I usually use two different shades of concealer, a lighter shade and a darker shade. So guys, this is the lighter shade Zaron and this is the darker shade MAC product. I use lighter shades to pop up the eyebrow. I use it on my brow bone, and the darker shade I use it on my upper eye. It's just exactly my skin color because I don't want my skin and the eyebrow to look different. I always want it to be the same shape. Now I'm using the lighter shade which is Zaron on my brow bone. After I applied it, I will blend it to my skin, blend it to my eyes. Then I use the darker shade on the upper one. I'll also blend it to stick and stick to my skin. It's exactly my skin color so that it doesn't look different. That's why I use different shade of concealer. As you can see, I've already blended, and the next is foundation. I use Fenty foundation. Fenty foundation is a very nice product. I like using it because it's a full coverage. It covers every dark spot and you can just apply a very little quantity. Is enough and it covers everything. It's also a matte powder, so I would recommend Fenty foundation for anybody. It's a very wow powder. Then after I blend my foundation, I dab it on my skin. I also use a very dark shade that suits my skin because I doesn't like my face to look lighter than my body. Then after my foundation, the next is this cake powder. I use cake powder to blend with the foundation. I use exactly my shade. I'll first of all dab it on my skin, set the powder before blending. After setting my powder, then I blend to my skin. If you can see, my face and my neck is just a sad color. This is how I like my makeup. I like it very light, natural and beautiful. After my powder, I'll go with contour powder. The contour powder I'm using, the product is Zaron. It's a dark shade, darker than my skin, to give me this contour line on my cheekbone. So I'm using Zaron to create my contour. I like Zaron product. It's a very nice product. After using Zaron to create my contour, then I'll go for highlighting. But before then, I'm using this to also using Zaron powder to create my nose, to make my nose a bit pointed. So this is highlighter setting powder. I call it highlighter. I'm using any product. I can recommend any product for setting powder, but I use a white color. I don't usually use a yellowish color for myself, but I use it for light skin person because it goes more with the light skin than the dark skin. I prefer using this white shade because it gives me exactly what I want. But I can recommend any product. Any product can go for setting powder as long as it suits your skin and it gives you what you want. After my setting powder, the next is eyeshadow. This is eyeshadow. I have palette, I have single shadow, but first of all, I'm using a brown shade to create my crease. I'll just apply a very little, just light. I don't make it thick, to create my crease before applying my eyeshadow primer. So as you can see, I'm creating my crease to define my crease. Then after that, I use my eyeshadow primer. And the product I use for eyeshadow primer is Classic. I use other products as well because as a makeup artist, I keep on trying different products. And anyone I like, I stick to it and I recommend to people. But those products I use are usually good, they are fine. So after my eyeshadow primer, the next is eyeshadow. I'm going for a brown dark shade and I can't find it on my palette, so I'm using the single eyeshadow. But the color, the shade I want is exactly here. So I'm applying a very dark brown shade on my eye. I'm creating a loud makeup, loud and cool at the same time. So I've finished applying the brown shade. After that, I will apply a gold color in between the brown, on top of the brown, but I will put it in between. The brown shade will be at the edge of the eye and the beginning of my eyelid. So as you can see, I'm applying a gold eyeshadow in between the brown to give me a very unique look. Now I'm blending. After blending my eyeshadow, the next thing I use is powder. I use powder on my brow bone to pop out my eyeshadow. I use a very lighter shade that is lighter than my skin to create the pop and make it pop out, to make my eyeshadow pop out. Sometimes I also use a lighter eyeshadow and sometimes I use powder. It all depends on what I feel like using. Then after that, I blend my highlighting and I use my blush on my contour, on my cheekbone. I'm using a red blush on my cheekbone to pop out my contour, the contour line that I've already created at the beginning of my makeup. As you can see, I've applied the red blush, and the next is my glow kit, which is bronzer. I'll apply my bronzer on my cheekbone line, very close to the contour line. I'll apply it on my cheekbone. I'll also apply on my forehead, on my jaw, and on my nose. My nose is to make my nose look a bit pointed. So I'm through with the bronzer. Now is liner. I'm using a pencil liner under my eye. I also use a liquid liner, but the pencil is usually under my eye. Then the liquid one is on the upper eye. This eyeliner is so good, it's not difficult to apply, and I like using it. Then after that, guys, I use my liquid liner on my upper eye to pop my eyeshadow and to define my eye, to make it pop out. Then the next is mascara. I use my mascara to bring out my shadow, my lashes I mean. Then I'm through with my mascara. Now is my lipstick. I use my pencil, my lip liner first. before applying my lipstick. I line my eye with my pencil line. I line my lips, sorry, with my pencil liner. Then after that, I'll apply my lipstick. Guys, this is the ending part of my makeup. After my lipstick, then I will wear my lashes. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to click the like button. Do not forget to turn on the notification button.